What's up, YouTube?
Holy.
What's up, you guys? Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me kind of for the gym / everyday look, and I will be talking to you guys about what's been on my heart lately and kind of a life update. You know, I just feel like with the 2 weeks that I didn't upload, like I should probably get it out there, like as to why I didn't and kind of like what I've been going through. So I am going to just get right into this video, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I've taken a couple weeks off because of the recent kind of update that I have for my life. I didn't want to film this or even really do anything else because I was just so caught up in trying to wrap my head around my own feelings, and it would have been hard for me to kind of explain to anybody what I'm going through. I've talked to a lot of people, and I've been like just focused on, you know, making sure my head is straight with everything. And I don't know, this is a very vulnerable time in my life because I, for the longest time, thought that I had like this huge plan and like timeline for everything, and like I thought I knew what I wanted to do, and it literally seems like it was like, I don't even know where it came from. Like I was a deer in the headlights when it kind of hit me that, you know, I might not have life figured out. And like at 20 years old, that's fine. Like I'm not expected to know everything that's gonna happen in my life. And like the fact that I was so caught off guard and kind of like, well, shoot, like what do I do now? Like that kind of roadblock, I guess, showed me that I was assuming that I had it all figured out for myself, and that wasn't me trusting God and His plan. And I don't know, it's hard to get thrown a curveball and like be optimistic about it. So I guess I should probably tell you like what I'm even talking about, because I just realized I haven't. So I was supposed to take summer classes starting the 1st of July, and right now I'm currently working, and not going to school obviously, so I'm just working part-time, and I was supposed to start my summer classes for the end of like my nursing prereqs, and so as of like this summer and then the following fall semester, I would have been done with my prereqs, and I would have been able to apply for the nursing program in summer of 2020. So with all of this approaching, I don't even know, like it felt like it kind of hit me like overnight almost, and I just realized like this isn't what I want to do. Like nursing is not a huge passion for me. It was more about just like challenging myself, and I didn't take time in between switching my majors between my freshman and sophomore year to really figure out what I loved to do. So I just assumed like since I like helping people, like I would love to do nursing. So I got through all of it, but like I wasn't really in tune with like where my GPA was at. I would kind of just assumed like I'd be okay. And I found out like the end of last year that my GPA barely met the minimum requirement for the nursing program. And that for me was like really stressful because I feel like I absolutely poured everything out that I had into this last semester. And yeah, and just so we keep this structured, I use the CoverGirl Clean Matte in a light medium. I have like oily skin, so this cream helps me a lot. So the week before I was supposed to go into my summer classes, I literally just had like a change of heart. I don't exactly know what I want to do, and for me that was really stressful because like I said, like I don't know, I'm very like all or nothing. And so when I didn't have like my whole life planned out, after all, my mindset kind of just like shut down, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I just like, I know that I want to go back to school because I've always been like someone who finds myself going to school. Like I just need that kind of structure for my life. So it was hard for me to like go and tell like my dad or really anybody about this kind of stuff because I know that my dad is the same way and he wanted me to go to school. But in all of that, I definitely feel like the one thing that was holding me back and like preventing me from even confronting anybody or changing my major was just caring too much about what people thought. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like everybody already knows I'm doing nursing. Like if I quit now, I'm gonna be a quitter. And like everyone always says like nursing is the way to go. There's always gonna be a job. And like while that's all true, the fact that I was already dreading applying for the program was like kind of a big deal. Like that was a huge red flag. And I've always been someone who listens to my gut upon like first instinct. So I have decided that I am taking some time off from school. I withdrew from GCU as of last week, and I'm just going to be taking time to hopefully, I want to find another job that's more, I guess, like applicable to me and my passions, and kind of just see like what the church has in store for me, because for the longest time that was something that I always wanted for my life, and like I always wanted to be more involved in the church, whether that be just in like youth ministry, or I used to sing at my last church for the worship band, and I loved it. Like that was just something that I felt called to do, and pushing myself in school and just being like, get through nursing, like you have to do this. Like that was a lot of pressure, and I just think that this is a time where a lot of people end up figuring out like whether what they're doing is actually what they see themselves doing, or if they have other plans for their lives. So currently the Tarte concealer in Shape Tape. It's in a light. So, but yeah, so I am just gonna be following my heart because life's short, and if you don't do the things that you love, like, why are you even doing it? So I am thinking I'm gonna get on board with like something in like the care facility. Like I really want to just expand my relationships that I have on this earth while I still can. And I feel like in a hospital setting, like, I would have been able to do that, but I noticed that I care a lot more about, like, people's thinking and, like, I don't know, just, like, people, like, I've always been one that likes to sit and listen and, like, give people advice. So I really think that, like, something along the lines of, like, psychology would interest me. And before I just go in and, like, pick another major, like, instead of, like, wasting money, because I did go straight to a 4-year university, which was probably not the smartest idea, I am going to take some time off. So whether that be a semester, a year, and I know that, like, the program requirements for GCU will change, and I'm expecting that. So going into that, like, I know that I might not be able to get back into GCU, but for some reason, like, the fact that all of this kind of popped up, like, really last minute, I don't know, I just feel like it was maybe a sign, and I am going to see it through and hope that God uses me in whatever season I'm in right now, because I'm not gonna lie, like, these last couple of weeks I've actually been very discouraged, and it's hard because I try to, like, stay optimistic and stuff, and obviously, like, my faith is the #1 thing right now that is being tested, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I've had my share of meltdowns already, and it's been tough because sometimes I feel like God's not listening, or, like, I don't know, like, why would I be going through this, like, all of a sudden when, you know, like, everyone else is going to school? Like, why, I don't know, like, why I'm having such a hard time finding out, like, what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I don't know, I've just been taking my time and praying, and honestly, it's crazy how much has come up and, like, resonated with me, whether that be, like, sermons from other churches, like, friends who have reached out, just a lot that has shown me, like, what I'm going through isn't, like, out of the ordinary. Like, a lot of people, even figures, like, in the Bible, like, who is it? Joseph, when Joseph was thrown into the pit by his brothers, and basically God used him in so many ways while he was in this, like, period of thinking that he, like, it was, like, over for him. Just, like, so many different stories and stuff that I've been hearing, and, like, I think that it's God's way of, like, telling me to just be patient and to, like, see this through, because right now, like, my life just feels like a mess, and it's hard to, like, take each day and not let it, like, get to me, because honestly, like, if it were a longer timeline of something, like, looking at the end goal, like, I think that would be easier to remain, like, optimistic, but, like, day by day, like, it's hard not just to not let, like, that kind of thing get in your brain and, like, be like, what are you doing? Like, you're literally just, like, you don't even know what you're doing, and your life is falling apart. Like, that's kind of how I've been feeling sometimes. But yeah, it's hard because I want to use this as, like, a way to share my faith, and in doing that, like, I have to be totally transparent and admit that it's not always super easy. Like, I struggle a lot with my faith sometimes, and it's still a learning experience. But what I think I need to stop doing is, like, having to feel like I have to have it all figured out. And or the fact that, like, I don't know, sometimes I'll be like upset and I'll want confirmation from God, and I'm like, oh, it'd be so great if he would just like talk to me right now. And then sometimes I'll be like, well, if I ask for that, like, he's not gonna do that. Like, Skylar, stop thinking that. But like, that's honestly, it's a holy desire. Like, I want, like, everybody wants that kind of relationship, and they want to know like what they're doing is confirmed by God, and or affirmed by God, sorry. So it's just, I don't know, it's a learning experience. It's the first time you go through it, and you're not expected to have it all figured out. We're human. And that's just kind of where I'm at with my life, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from my church about like volunteering, and I have like this job that I've been looking at. So I'm really excited for like what's to come. I just need to be patient and see it through, because that's the most important part of this. So our faith is tested through times like this, and if I can't prove that I can handle what God's given me now, then he's not going to be able to prepare me or give me all the desires that I want later down the road. So I know that pain leads to preparation, and I just need to trust that. So yeah, I mean, that's the update of my life right now. Not much else to it. I didn't realize how impossible it is to do your makeup and talk at the same time. Like, I think I've skipped over a couple things now. So I've actually been using this highlighting stick for so long. Revlon Instafix highlighting stick. So literally I've had this for so long, and I'm waiting for it to just plop out. Like, it's kind of broken, so I'm just like lightly going over my skin. But I love this because it's like creamy and not so like powdery compared to some highlighters. So I love it because in the gym it kind of gives me like that dewy look, and then I just kind of use my finger to go over it. And yeah, yes, I do wear this at the gym because it just makes me feel poppin', you know? I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup for the gym, and then I'll show you the final piece. I just have to do my mascara and my eyebrows right now. So for my eyebrows, I use this, it's called Brow Affection. I get this from my eyebrow place where I go get my eyebrows waxed. I've used this stuff forever. I love it because it has two different like colors in it, and I usually use the darker one. This one I used when I had lighter hair, but it's a powder, and I just basically fill in spots that I have like gaps in. I don't know, I've always liked filling in my eyebrows, and now I can't not do it. So for my mascara, I have always used this Rocket Volume Express. Clearly don't know the name, but I don't know, it's just something about like the brush that I like. It's literally, I don't know, it just like the way it like moves my eyelashes has always been perfect. So I start with this, and I've always just used this primarily, but I wanted to like venture out and try new things, but I'm still scared, so I still use this one to start off. But I do go in after with the L'Oreal Voluminous, and this has worked pretty solid for me too. I like this because it kind of like this one separates my eyelashes really well, but this one like adds more volume, and like I think it has like many like fibers in it to make it look like I have like more eyelashes, and they space them out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm done with my face look. So after I'll go in with the Tarte The Ready Set Radiant Spray. It's the setting spray. Super light. Just a couple sprays. And that is done. Voila! I said this is like a gym makeup day like wear, but I usually, like, this is pretty much the same thing I do every day. The only difference, maybe sometimes at the gym I won't wear highlighter. I'll do my eyeshadows sometimes when I'm just like going to work, but for the most part this is just like a natural look that I like wearing every day. So that is going to be the end of this. I really hope you enjoyed the get ready with me slash my rant, my update for the week. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.